Hello, everyone, and welcome to You Don't Need 10. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. Thank you for coming. If you've been following along, you know that these are the blog posts from the youdon'tneed10.com website. And a few weeks ago, I decided that it was time to roll out something new. It was April. It was Limb Difference Awareness Month. And I thought that I should record these blog posts. People had, talked about how it's hard to find time to read. It's easier to listen, whatever. So I was, taking some feedback and I was going to start doing these recordings. And then I thought, while I'll keep up on the new recordings as they roll out, I think I'll go ahead and go back in time and record the old ones. So today, I know I said last week that I had done number 7. I haven't done number 7. Today, I'm going to do what originally was blog post number 7 from October 26th of 2021. So when you're listening to these old ones, I encourage you to remember the time frame. We're over 2 years ago. So I encourage you to keep that in mind. Paisley would have been 10 about that time, or turning 10 that year, I think. So remember, I'm, not a writer. I'm a mom that was journaling, looking for an outlet, turned it into a book. And then I started a blog because I felt like our story wasn't over. I've journaled, most of my life, a note here or there. And then, my daughter was born without her right hand. She was born limb different. And so I just felt the need to tell our story. So that's where You Don't Need 10 came from. So going back in time, blog post number 7 was called Picking Colors. The first time we did it was a pretty quick decision-making process that shook me pretty hard. Paisley was pretty young. We were at Shriners in Minneapolis having her casted for a passive prosthetic arm. Picking the color of your child's new arm is not something that you're supposed to have to do. It's not something that seems normal to me, and I had a really rough time with it. Then there's after you pick the color, did you do it right? That's a pretty permanent decision that you're stuck with. Last week we had another meeting with Unlimited Tomorrow for Paisley's True Limb. We have had several meetings over the last 4 months. These meetings all happened via Google, in a kitchen, and transfers of supplies via FedEx. We have had 1 round of socket fittings, narrowed it down to 1 model for modifications, and this was our second round. In our second round, we tried all 4 that were sent. Quickly liked 2 of them, then did some tests to see what we liked best. She had to slip it on, snap it in place, twist 2 dials to get a good fit. Then she had to wear it around, do some dancing and jumping around the kitchen to see if it would come off. Try and shake it off and play tug of war with me to see how easily I could pull it off. A few comments arose in the findings. I felt there was too much gapping in the fit of her forearm. I wanted more padding on the inside at the bottom to get a tighter fit without smashing or pinching her longest little finger nub. He obliged and commented that the material that they make the inside of the sockets with is currently hard to get and low in stock. So the trial sockets are all made with a different material, and that may make a difference in the end as well. Meaning that the final fit will have a tighter fit. Overall, it went well, and I felt like progress. He can get Paisley for about 35 to 45 minutes of questions, comments, fittings, jokes, etc. And then she's done and she's getting distracted. This time, towards the end, he asked us to look at the color chart. We've pored over it many times and had one in our possession for about a month. And there was another one in the latest shipment. This time he wanted to clarify that our original response was B3. What else seems like a good color? There's only about 100 to choose from. L2 or L1. Let's pick 5, he says. and then I'll send some more swatches out. Final 5 were B3, L1, L2, J2, and G3. They arrived via FedEx yesterday. We opened the package and sorted through the 2-inch by 1-inch swatches. I kind of liked L2 in person. Sister said maybe L1. I commented that seemed pretty light, and to visualize the whole arm in that color. All of this is just so incredibly hard. From her, I immediately got, what does it matter when what I pick? You're going to pick what you want anyway. All right, fine. Conversation over. Go get ready for dance class. Yesterday was one of those days that I call a mood day, and we'll try again another day. Again, I asked myself, how on earth do you pick the right color? This isn't something that you're supposed to be doing. How do I not screw this up, God? This arm is expensive and supposed to last a couple of years, depending on her growing spurts. This isn't something you dream about doing when you think of having kids, not something you are supposed to do. However, all mothers have things they have to do that they didn't dream of doing. So that was blog post number 7 from the youdon'tneed10.com website, originally from October of 2021. So thank you for listening.